has emerged based on the outcome of the inquiry that was tabled today before the August House. This report should have been made available to the people long time ago, but anyway, the government has chosen to see that the binding requirement of government to place such a report before the House, they have to comply, so they have complied. And therefore, we are privy to this report only now. We should have been privy to this report even before it is tabled before the August House. And from the report, we can look at how whatever sentiments were expressed by the people of the state based on the circumstances leading to that unfortunate incident are based on what has happened, and that has been reflected in this report of the Commission of Inquiry. It is incumbent upon, therefore, on the government that all the necessary action as per law is taken by the government to ensure justice, because any instance where a justice is perceived to have been denied is something which creates a situation generating lack of confidence and trust on the authorities, which doesn't augur well for our democracy. Therefore, government must ensure that there is no space, no room from any corner to feel that justice has not been done. Justice must always prevail. And TMC, as a political party, is committed to ensure that we fight for ensuring justice. And that's why today we are here to reaffirm our commitment to take every issue to a logical conclusion, be it fighting for the justice of helpless children who are being deprived of their access to education, or in the similar circumstances where people are victim of thoughtless action of the government for whatever reasons, the reasons best known to the people in the authority. Yeah, thank you. Now let's get the question from all of you.
The Home Minister had offered to resign that time, but he did not resign. Don't you think that he should step down now following the findings?
Now you see, there are two things here. If you are looking at the report, yes, the report is clear indicative where the whole operation that took place was reflective of culpable of thoughtless and excessive use of force. That is the portion of the report. If I read these, you'll be able to articulate it more appropriately for the benefit of the people. This particular portion, which I want to refer to from this report that has been submitted by the Commission of Inquiry. This is to a great extent quite conclusive. It says, therefore my finding is that the tactical team 1 in carrying out the operation to arrest the deceased at his residence on 13/8/2021 at about 3 a.m. was culpable of thoughtless and excessive use of force, which resulted in the death of the deceased, late Cherishtarfield Thangkhiew, which could have been avoided. Okay, now you have to be analytical on this particular finding of the Commission of Inquiry. Please remember that the Meghalaya police had withstood the test of time. Meghalaya police has never been in such a position where they have not faced much more bigger challenges than this in dealing with law and order situation in the state, in restoring peace, whether dealing with proscribed organizations or dealing with other petty militant outfits which were mushrooming in the state. And therefore, there is a well-known SOP, standard operative procedure for the police. There has been innumerable raids, not just one, not just two, so many raids over the years. Because we have gone through that situation where the challenges before the state was quite formidable. There were innumerable militant outfits. There were number of banned militant outfits, banned terrorist organizations, and therefore there has been number of similar raids, be it in the urban area or be it in the rural areas. Now, what is the usual practice? Usual practice is that once they have a pinpoint information based on the whole intelligence input, which is usually available with a vast network of our internal security apparatus, then the whole operation is done in such a way that there is minimum collateral damage to the citizens, or in other words, the members of the families in the neighborhood, and also to avoid and prevent such chances of any loss to our own police personnel. And therefore, once a pinpoint, accurate input is available with the police, then what is the usual procedure? They will ensure that, okay, that area is cordoned off, and in the instant case, I think it was cordoned off. The whole house was already surrounded by the number of members of the police organizations who were there in the raid, which is reflected in this report. And the usual expected line of action is that they wait for the dawn so that the visibility is used to minimize the chances of any collateral damage. That is the SOP. Wherever there has been raid across the state in the past, it's always in the dawn. 4:30 in the morning, 5 in the morning, it is on expected line because that is part of the SOP. Now in the instant case, you look at the incident has taken place at 3 o'clock. So they should have waited for 1 hour or 1.5 hours at the most to have that kind of visibility. As simple as that. Now, why this SOP was not followed? Why? Was it because of incompetence of this police? The men of the organizations who have been highly trained. Please remember that we have given them such kind of training which made me on number of occasions take the pride on the efficiency of our police organization, the men of the police organization. Our police, state police have demonstrated very high level of efficiency. And therefore I have no reason to believe that it's because of incompetence. Therefore, what is the other angle? The other angle has to be therefore looked at from the legal perspective, inconsistent with the law of the land. Was there, therefore, I am putting the question before the government. Let this same question be put by the people of the state. Was there a criminal conspiracy to make this incident happen? From all the circumstances leading to this unfortunate incident, wherein the life of the deceased had to be lost due to this thoughtless as have been used by the Commissioner of Inquiry himself. Why has it happened? That part of question has to be answered by the government. And therefore, all the action that is expected in sync with the law of the land has to be directed towards this, to find out and rule out to find out and rule out through proper independent inquiry as to whether there was a criminal conspiracy. Okay? I am being straight and blunt. And government has to do that in order to instill confidence amongst the people of the state.